Hey, welcome to episode 22 of the Zero One Shootout here on YouTube, Facebook Live. This is Mark Redman coming from Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minderz. Minderz, how you doing?
Doing okay. Getting there.
So we're kind of at 0 hour now. We're just about 3 days away from the big show.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. For those that don't know, WarGames in Decatur on Saturday night. It's gonna be a lot of big stuff going on that show. It's gonna be cool to see.
We already got people in the chat too. Here
We already
comes the
got people in
glitch,
the
and here
chat.
comes
Yeah.
Michaela, and
Yeah, yep. The usual
bet everybody's
suspects are popping in there.
everybody's
Uh,
interested to hear what the chairman has to say.
yeah, it seems to be. Unfortunately, we do not have a fun fact from our buddy Dallas Preacher this week, Minderz.
Oh man, and I even wore the shirt. What's
Uh,
he doing? Preparing
yeah,
for WarGames?
it's from the sounds of it, he's kind of sequestered, getting ready for Saturday. So I can't blame him. It's a big, his first main event.
I get
So
it.
we'll
I
get a
get
slide
it.
this time.
I guess this
But
time we'll let it slide.
we'll let it slide this time. I mean, what are we gonna do? He could
He'll beat
throw
us
one
both
punch
up,
like DLC and knock me out.
right?
But uh, but with that said, I guess why don't we just get right to it, Minderz?
Let's
Our
just get
guest is
to it.
waiting. So, all right. So, as we all know, 0-1 USA's got a team at WarGames taking on a team headed by the Lowlifes. And here to talk about Saturday, we've got the chairman himself. We got Jordan Perry. Jordan, how you doing, man?
Marcus, Mindy, doing great. You know how I'm doing? I feel like a guy that's about to go into a cage and beat the living hell out of a bunch of disrespectful punks. That's how I feel. It's a great feeling. Phenomenal.
Disrespectful punks. Hey, Mark, you'll
I can
agree with him on
think
at
of
least
one.
one of them. Yeah.
I can think of one of them.
I
Yeah,
can think of
I will
about
not
five.
complain if you tune up. Well, as long as you tune up CMC a little bit for me, I'd appreciate it because
It'll
he needs
happen.
a
It'll
little
happen.
etiquette.
Reb,
Yeah, he needs
I promise you he will get these hands. Guys, let's get straight to business. You guys want to get straight to business?
Let's get straight
let's
to
get down to
business.
business. What's on
We
your
can
mind,
talk
there,
about
Jordan?
whatever you guys want to talk about. We can talk about the show. We can talk about sponsors. We can talk about all the matches, but let's talk about WarGames. Team Lowlife. Team 0-1. Who you guys got?
Oh, just put us on the spot, Minderz.
That's a loaded question.
That's a really loaded question.
Especially since
Uh,
last week we had Marvin on. So, hey, but I'm supporting the Low Life Colors tonight, and that's the
Hey, we
closest
both are.
to the.
Hey,
Yep.
I got
That's
the
the
War
closest.
Game shirt on. So
I knew I liked you guys. I knew it.
yeah.
Let's talk shop. Let's talk business. Let's
Okay.
talk teams.
Oh, hang on, real quick, Jordan. CMC's dad popped in here. You guys booked Jordan and got him on this show faster than that dude can return a text message. I don't know. He's always got opinions on this show.
Tell
Oh,
his wife to get a hold of me next time. I'll get back quicker.
Oh,
shots fired. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt there, Jordan. Go ahead.
Oh, not a problem. I was just going to go ahead and address Team 01. I'm not gonna run them down. I'm not gonna make light work of them. I'll be honest. I'll be real. I'm gonna give you guys facts. You guys want to hear facts?
We do. That's all we want on this show are facts.
That little weasel Marvin, he put together a hell of a team. Did he not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put together a hell of a team. I'm being told that he put together guys from the future. He put together guys from the current, and he's got a guy from the past. And I don't mean the past disrespectful. The past is obviously Warhorse. We don't see Warhorse very much. It's not disrespectful. A lot of people say that if it wasn't for Warhorse, 0-1 wouldn't have reached where it did. So it's not derogatory. See, but if you've got the current, the future, and the past, man, they're carrying a lot of weight for that little cheerleader Marvin and his scrummy little pal. If those two would have been out, he'd have put together a dominant team, but he didn't.
I mean, I'm not. We're talking shop, so yeah, I'm not going to disagree either.
We're talking truth. Let's talk CMC. Reb, we feel the same about CMC. I'm not going to run him down and tell you he's a disrespectful little punk. His father's an idiot trying to chime in on my podcast right now on my time. His mom, hey, text me, Steph. She's a good woman, hardworking woman. I'm not going to run him down. I'm going to tell you, a lot of people say that CMC is the future of 0-1. Probably is. His future isn't going to start Saturday, though. That's the problem. And before anybody says, oh, he beat you in 23 seconds. Yeah, it happened. You're right. It was luck. You know why? Because the month before I beat him in less amount of time, and I underestimated him. There's the truth. He beat me.
Okay.
There's the truth. The future, maybe. The future is not going to start this Saturday. Simple as that. Let's talk about the current. Camaro. Camaro's amazing, right?
He's very good. He is a friend of the show too.
I used to like Camaro. I don't dislike Camaro. I think he needs to stay on his turf or stay in his own lane because he's stepping in our lane. Let's talk about Hot Rod Jackson, the Quad Father. Here's the thing about the Quad Father. He's going onto a team that he's not friends with. This is not our first rodeo at all. Matter of fact, we've been here before. We've been to WarGames. Matter of fact, we're undefeated at WarGames. We're a team. We're a unit. Camaro, he's a wrecking machine. Man can probably squat 500 pounds with those quads, but all the muscle in the world is not going to win this match. It's not, especially when there's 5 other guys that are all a unit cohesion together. No disrespect, Quad Father. You can throw bodies all you want, but at the end of the day, you're carrying so much dead weight on your team. It's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Mark, can you argue with that? I can't argue.
I can't argue with any of this.
I came here to spit facts, guys. Spitting facts. You guys want to talk about the past? I don't like to use the word legend. You guys want to talk about Warhorse?
The veteran? Sure. How about veteran? Let's go with veteran.
The veteran. He's been around a long time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, with Warhorse, an international star. He rules ass. What does he do with weight? Something about 400,000 pounds or something. You guys know the saying off the top of your head?
4,000
something like that.
Pounds of horse power. I don't remember all of it. If AJ was listening, he would know. But he had to work tonight. So.
Right. Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Hi, AJ. So
the honorary.
He's kind of the guy around 0-1, but before Joey won the heavyweight championship, he pinned that guy directly in the middle of the ring. I know a lot of people probably forget about this, but he did it. It's been done. Mm-hmm. This is not our first battle with Warhorse. We've fought with the Vikings. 4,000 pounds of
heavy metal. That's what it is.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, David.
Good old David. You can always count on him to
we can count on
help
him.
us out.
Well, 4,000 pounds of heavy metal. I hope he's ready to carry another 1,000 pounds of dead weight with Marvin and Kyle Pfeiffer because truth. Let's talk about Marvin. No, let's not.
Let's talk about Marvin.
He's a bona fide cheerleader for that team. If he was smart, he'd have put Team 0-1 into Talent's hands and walked away, but he didn't. So we won't talk about Marvin. Let's talk about Kyle. I have a personal problem with Kyle. He put me through a table. I believe it was back in January in the steel cage.
Was it this one?
You know what?
It's the Lander one. Was it the Lander one that he put you through?
I thought Dallas went through the Lander one.
Yeah, Dallas
I can't keep track.
Through the Lander. Yeah.
Okay.
I went. Yeah, Lander was.
So you went through the Marvin then.
I went through the Marvin. Yeah, Marvin and Kyle are a huge thorn in my side. I have a problem with Kyle, and I'm gonna take out my problem with him Saturday. I promise you. Bottom line, guys, I'm not going to continue talking about every single member of Team 0-1. I'm just going to tell you that we are a real team. We're a real unit. We know what we're doing. We've been in this situation before. They can have all the muscle, the ruling ass. They can have the greatest cheerleader in the world. They can have the future. But at the end of the day, it's going to be us. I promise you. We've been here for years. We will continue to be here for years. We're not going anywhere. Simple as that.
Yeah. JP, no one has a problem with Kyle Piper.
Hey,
Hang
Mark,
on,
why don't
CM
you go through and grab some of those questions? We had some
Oh, look at
questions.
that. Well, first, CMC's dad giving you a little bit of props. You have the most normal background of any guest on this show. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
No, where I was sitting earlier, there was a window. There's a Lowlife shirt hanging up, and there's a window, and the window had such bad glare. I was like, I can't do this. So I took down what was behind me. I had family pictures behind me, so
yeah.
That's just showing weakness. You gotta be strong here. Exactly. So we got a question for you here, Jordan, from our buddy Rob, everybody's favorite ring announcer, Rob Leach. If you're so tough, why was I able to punch your lights out 2 months ago? I don't know if I was there for that one, but unless it was a cheap shot at CMC's Slider Showdown.
Indeed it was. I don't think what Rob remembers is I swung a chair at him first, and
so when his shoe went flying, Mark.
Oh, the shoe. That's right.
Swung a chair at Rob, and how in the hell I missed him, I'll never know. I don't have a clue. I feel like I could swing a chair in the dark and nail Rob, but I missed him. And it hit the ropes, and it
conked him.
JP, call him bullshit. That's not part of the 0-1 universe.
Let's see. Then I thought we had another one earlier. Where was it at?
JP's on a roll here. He's just stirring it up. You want to know, Rob?
See, you blame me for wanting to stir the pot.
Right.
I think JP and Rob are real life best friends. They got some weird chemistry, super weird stuff going on over there. They'll probably keep chiming in, probably together eventually, talking to each other.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
It happens a lot in our chat. We're not going to lie.
Okay. I just caught this, Minderz.
Yeah, I know. I caught that too.
What's the point of these? I take umbrage to that. Dallas is just icing on the cake on these shows. We put up good content here, and Dallas is just a small part of that. But
I watched the first 3 minutes. I watched the first 3 minutes of every podcast to watch Dallas, and I turned that off.
Wow. Thanks, Jordan.
Well, I don't want to listen to Marvin talk. I don't want to listen to the Quad Father talk. I don't want to listen to those guys. I'll listen to guests that are worth my time. I promise you.
But... okay.
So basically, when we have Lander or Joey or
there you go.
Yeah, why did you have to go with Lander?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Joey made that decision. We've had an affiliation with Lander off and on. We've teamed with him 3-on-3 in the past. He hasn't exactly treated us wrong. Him and Joey had some differences when they were in the cage with Marvin. But at the end of the day, he hasn't been a thorn in our side. He has the same problems that we have. The reason he lost the heavyweight title was because of Marvin. Marvin stole the title from Lander without beating Lander. So, I mean, we have the same grievances, right? We have the same issues and the same problems.
I can understand where you're coming from. I won't argue with that.
I'll tell you another fun fact. We had been clued in that Camaro was going to be joining Team 01 a little early. We heard the rumblings, and then you probably couldn't pick a better teammate than the guy that, took the title off of Camaro, right?
That's very true.
I believe it was in a cage. I could be wrong, but was it in a cage? I know that Camaro and Lander have fought in a cage.
They have fought.
That was not in a cage. That title change was in a regular match.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Didn't Lander beat you guys for the tag team titles? This is true. Yeah, Rob, ask another question. Not to play devil's advocate, but didn't Lander beat you guys for the tag team titles? I don't remember that, but I think that was before I was really a regular attendee at 01.
That actually happened outside of 01. We went to Evolve.
Big Beef and Lander beat him.
Yeah, that was probably
Big Beef.
That was before COVID, 2019, probably 2019.
Oh wow!
Again, he's not our best friend. I like Kyle Lander. He's a decent dude. He's not our best friend. He has the same problems we have.
It's just a business association here.
It is. Yeah, so, it's about money. Guess what? We go to WarGames, we win. We get paid more.
Understandable.
What's he want to do? Go be in another ladder match and get thrown through a table like he did last time we were at the Civic Center, or does he want to be in WarGames and make thousands?
Let's not talk about ladder matches and going through tables at the Civic Center, please.
Hey, I am done talking about the WarGames match. Team 01, Team Lowlife. We all know Team Lowlife up. We know. We can talk about the ladder match if you want to now. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
You know what? Well, since we got you, why don't we run down the matches that we know are happening, Jordan, just to kind of get your take? Because I know you've had a lot. I know you guys have been doing a lot of talking about WarGames and a lot of strategy and all that. But I want to get your take because some of these are some pretty interesting matches going on. So let's just start here. Junior heavyweight, Victor Analog and Decobra. That got made at the last Mattoon show.
Youch. Yep. I mean, I'm going to go with the Cobra. If we're being real, I'm going to go with the Cobra.
Mark?
Yeah, it's man, it's hard to go against the Cobra. The Victor, he busted out that loaded forearm at the last show though when he beat Eli and
fair?
Anakin.
Is that legal? I mean, I like it.
I don't think it is.
Legal?
I mean, if it's part of the anatomy, I guess it's fair. But he did have a sleeve over it. I don't know how much padding that provides, but
I mean, if he,
I guess so.
Maybe we should have picked him. Maybe we should have picked him for the team. I don't know. I'm all for the answer.
I'm going with the King.
I'm with you.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going with the King.
And Victor's our buddy. He's been on the show, but so's the Cobra, and plus the Cobra did some of our graphics for us. So,
I think disrespect. No disrespect for Victor.
No.
Cobra is the man. I've been kicked in the head by Cobra. It's horrible. It is horrible. Yeah, I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight him. If you ask me tomorrow, do you want to fight Victor or do you want to fight the Cobra? I'm fighting Victor. I promise you. I don't want a piece of Cobra. If the day comes, it comes. But I mean, I've been last time he wrestled Joey, I got kicked in the head while I was standing on the apron. I was like,
well, you should have been standing on the apron.
Handling business.
Well, sometimes you got to get a better look at things, Minderz. So
right.
I get plenty good.
So with that said, just so you put us on the spot earlier, Jordan. I'm just going to ask you if Victor does retain. Are you going to maybe take a shot at the junior heavyweight championship down the road? Then
I don't know. Is it time? It might be time. I'm not sure. Yeah. The goal has been keep the heavyweight title on Joey, and that goal has been pretty sustainable. It's been pretty easy.
Yeah.
Money's good. Maybe it's time to make the uni great. I don't know. More gold.
Yeah.
More money.
You never know.
Maybe I got to get through Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do have to get through Saturday.
Match like Saturday can take quite a bit of time off the career, off the body. It can.
JP.
Oh, JP. Oh, JP chimed in. That's not cool.
I can't argue some of these things. I don't know.
Isn't it terrible?
Let's keep this quiet. When I'm in the locker room, I look around, and I am probably, I'm probably the oldest. I'm probably one of the older guys in the locker room now.
Probably one of the older ones, but I don't know if you'd be the oldest, but one of the older ones.
Yep, it's a different environment than it was even before COVID. In COVID, I was still. I was not one of the oldest. I don't know. It's hard to. I don't know. It's just a different environment than it was 5-6 years ago. Obviously, time goes fast.
JP says he's older, so you don't have to worry about it.
He's probably almost in that senior citizen retirement age by now. I'd imagine he's been around forever. In fact, 15, 20 years ago, JP was actually one of my very first ever managers, and I thought he was old as hell back then.
Oh, wow.
So I mean.
What was your name back then, Jordan? Was it still Jordan?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was Jordan.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yeah, I think
checking.
It's my born name. Why would it be anything else?
Well, I've heard others. So
Rob Leach says Parker isn't here anymore. You're definitely the oldest.
There's a good chance. Oh. There's a good chance.
Parry something. Mark, what's the next match before I get in trouble?
Let's move on here. All right. 0-1 Shining Light champion Jacques Kennedy and Cameron Saturn, which Cameron got a win on Jacques a couple weeks ago in Edgewood, Jordan. So this could be interesting.
Yeah. I don't know Cameron Saturn well enough. I have not seen enough of Cameron Saturn to give a fair. Hey, it's Jacques. Let's go with Jacques.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen Jacques for a long time. I've seen Jacques evolve a lot over the last 5 years. A lot. So, did you see what happened after the Jacques Cameron tag match about a week ago?
It was right in front of us. It was right in front of us.
That's a mean streak right there. If somebody's got that in them, they've. That's my choice. That is my choice.
That's a sound choice.
Hey, Mark. We just had a picture come through.
Oh.
Anna Jordan, no disrespect. Somebody sent a picture to me.
Oh no.
Does this look familiar?
Yep. That's JP back when he was worth something. Man, he was an excellent manager. Yeah. Horrible at what he does now, but back then, 20 years ago, man. I mean, there we are holding tag team gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
But I'm going with Cameron Saturn. I've seen Cameron Saturn before at some of the other promotions, so I think Cameron's going to do it. I think it's time that Jacques needs to drop the belt.
Oof.
I think we need a new champ.
I like Cameron. I'm agreeing with Jordan. I don't think you can bet against Jacques at this point when the title's on the line.
Right. Yep.
So I think they're going to take it.
That's kind of where I was going. He's Jacques. The title is Jacques' world. So I mean, you'll go to the end of the earth for your world. So
yeah,
I think Jacques going to take it home. I think Jacques will take it home.
Fair enough.
All right. Next match.
No disrespect against Cameron. I don't know Cameron well. I've only seen Cameron one time. Matter of fact, it was at that show where Rob got in my business and
right.
Cameron wrestled
Joey. Oh, that's why you paid attention that time.
Yeah. I did not see Cameron as a huge threat to Joey, so I think Jacques fine. Jacques is fine.
But who is?
No.
Who is, to be honest with you, though?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, really, is there anybody left? I mean, Joey's seemingly gone through everybody at this point.
There's a couple people on the radar. I know he hasn't gone through. We are hoping they're on our radar, obviously, but we're not concerned. But we know they exist.
I think Minderz has one that she can think of right at the top of her head. But
no, not me. No, not going into it. I'm keeping my mouth shut. I can't. I'm scared if I put it out into the universe, it might happen, and then I'll be really worried.
When we say things on this show, they tend to happen. So we get a little scared.
Let's hear it. Who's got a great enough win-loss record?
That's the problem. They don't have a good enough win-loss record. They don't have a good enough win-loss record, but I think you guys had something to do with it. But we'll just leave it alone. I'm leaving it alone. I'm not going into it.
I said I will not put
she likes to out. See, Minderz likes to stir the pot and then just let it go and, just try to get in people's heads a little bit.
It happens.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put any names out there because if they pop out in the universe, they might be gunning for us, and we don't want anybody gunning for us. I
get you.
We're not scared of the challenge. I mean, we have the numbers. Come at us if you need to, but there's a couple obviously on the radar that.
That's it. That's who it is right there. Rob Leach. It's Rob Leach. That's who it is right there.
How did Rob even get in that rumble anyways? He sucker punches a guy here and there, and now he thinks he's an all-star? Is that what the deal is?
No, he got sucker punched.
Rob got he got a receipt due to one Spencer Powers there, so I think that's the so we'll have to wait and see what happens there.
Since Rob won't shut his mouth about this rumble, let's talk rumble. You got the rumble graphic?
I got the graphic. Let me see. It's not the full group, obviously, but yeah, here we go.
How
looks like you got DLC.
Did Rob get in there?
He's definitely the best dressed out of this whole.
He is the best dressed out of the whole group. You got, let's see, we got LDLC. That's we've got
5-star.
4-star.
5. Come on, be nice.
Fine, 5.
We got Theo White. We got Spencer Powers, Eli Wilder, Casey Jackson, Hippie Johnny, Chris O'Brien, and the Angler right now announced for this. I don't know. Are you gonna have Big Man Chan jump in there too, Jordan? I imagine he's gonna be around.
I'd imagine he probably will.
Well, I'm torn. Oh, Devontae.
Devontae Knox.
I'm a little torn on who's going to win this Royal Rumble because I want Work Rate Rob to win. I do.
Oh, my goodness.
But I feel like it might be time for Eli to take it. Because the last time you guys had one of these, CMC won.
Yeah, look what that got him. Bummer. Yeah. I've been watching what's going on. I keep a really close eye on everything going on the shows. Joey's busy preparing for matches. This guy right here, Casey Jackson, he is winning the Rumble, period. I'm not going to bet against Casey Jackson. I'm not going to do that. He's not who I'm going to choose, though. If he won, I wouldn't be surprised. From everything I've seen, from everything I've been watching, somebody showed up to make an impact. It seems like a large impact, and that is Spotlight, Spencer Powers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, if you listen closely, I heard him speak, and he said that he has won a 2-ring Rumble before. Matter of fact, I was there. I'm pretty sure you were there.
I was there. I was there.
Yeah, pretty sure you were there. And Spencer won that.
He did.
Was probably 50 bodies, I think. Matter of fact,
it seemed like it.
I was in it. Matter of fact, he eliminated me.
Oh, wow.
So it's a guy that knows what he's doing. He's got some accolades. He's already done it before. The impact he's been making lately it's key. It's important. Yeah. I think that it is time for the spotlight to probably start showing you what he can do. I have a feeling.
Yeah. Well, he made a hell of an impact on Rob a couple months ago. So
no, it was great, wasn't it? That was awesome.
No, it wasn't.
It was the best moment ever. I think he kicked him directly in the nether region, and then I think he beat him with a chair over and over and over and over.
I think so. Yeah.
At least it wasn't your chair.
I love a guy with a chair.
That's true.
I love a guy with a chair. It is amazing. Again, watching all the time, making sure I keep an eye on the radar, who's coming in, who's looking at us, where they're at, what everybody's doing. It's very important, especially being Joey's second. He needs to focus on winning. I need to focus on
how to make sure he keeps winning.
Yep. I got to watch the radar. I got to keep coming up with the plans. And
so I know you don't. Your schedule doesn't let you get to Edgewood on Thursdays, obviously. But do you still keep an eye out? Like Joey had a match with Eli. What was it, 2 weeks ago, Minderz, for the heavyweight championship in Edgewood? So were you keeping an eye on that kind of stuff on Patreon?
Not a whole lot. No.
That's what they have Dallas for, Mark. Come on now.
If I hear a rumbling,
that's true.
If I hear about somebody that's doing something on Thursdays, if I hear they're an actual threat, what we do is we hold the heavyweight championship right now. So the only thing I'm really keeping an eye on is anybody that might be a threat towards the heavyweight championship, and I don't think you're going to see that in Edgewood. I mean,
although Joey did get beat by DLC in a non-title match.
Please tell me how.
Yep. That just popped up here.
Yep.
It's one of those any given Sunday things, Every now and then somebody can slip on a banana peel, But
you want to know how? You want to know how?
How's that?
You weren't there.
Thank you.
Pat him on the back.
Yep.
Jordan,
as long as I'm around, Joey wouldn't have
the Lowlifes.
What's that?
I always consider you the fixer of the Lowlifes.
It's kind of what I've done. That's kind of how we came to be.
Yeah.
That's true.
It is.
Remember, we had Christian Rose on right before his match with Joey, and he was kind of going into that about your past when you guys essentially did the same thing that Joey did originally with Christian. So yeah, it's kind of always been your MO to kind of it's
He takes
it's the
care
way
of
you said
business.
you said we have the championship. It's not just Joey's the champ. It's the unit has
Joey's
control of the
absolutely the
title.
champ. Joey is
Well,
absolutely
yeah,
the champion. He is the low life champion.
yeah,
Our title, I'm sorry, Joey's title isn't going anywhere. It's going to stay.
right, right.
Okay. Well, yeah, because he's not
All
defending
right.
it at WarGames. But go ahead.
Well, what's he gonna do? He's gonna defend against five
The
guys?
other 20 title defenses mean nothing as long as it. Oh, come on. He's won like 20 matches in a row. Ever since he won the title, he's beat everybody.
Yeah.
Except DLC beat him.
Fair and square. So speaking of
anybody can get
titles,
lucky.
yes,
Go ahead.
Anybody can get lucky when we don't have the deck stacked. Let's be honest.
When you're not around. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not only him, but also Tony when he's not around either.
Yeah.
It's good. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say, Minderz.
It does. There's absolute strength in numbers. That's what we have. That's what we've been founded on. I'm not going to lie. It's no secret. I'm not going to tell you guys this top secret information. We are winning because we have numbers. We are a unit. We're not a bunch of guys that only care about ourselves. We all have the same goal in mind right now. It's to remain the most dominant unit we can be. I think we're doing fine. I think we are doing fine.
Yeah.
Hey, what you're doing's working, that's for sure.
Yep.
Hey, let's talk tag team titles, Jordan, while we got you. So that's one thing. And you were talking about if Marvin had stayed out, he could have built a team. Imagine if it would have been the Premier in there instead of
That's what he should have done. That's what he should have done. He should have walked away and let the Premier step in his place. That's what he should have done. That's what a smart man would have done.
Yeah, but instead we got the Premier getting another shot at Country Air now for the tag titles, and I don't know. Main event aside, this could steal the show on Saturday.
I
don't know if they've ever had a bad match.
No, in my opinion, it would have been August. Was it 2022? I think it was August of 2022. I think that Country Air and the Premier maybe had, dare I say, match of the year. It was the night that the Premier lost the titles to Country Air.
Yeah,
it was
right around there.
It's hard to remember. I know it's been many, many months ago, but it was, in my opinion, it might have been one of the matches of the year.
Yeah, it was a very good match. I'm excited, but I'm a Premier girl too, so I like the Premier. Always have liked the Premier, although they've threatened to kick over my wheelchair at the show. So,
Premier.
damn soup.
Been there, done that.
Premier doing Premier things. It's fine. I'm used to it by now.
Should be Premier doing jabroni things because that soup, my lord, that dude is the biggest jabron I've ever seen in my life. runs his mouth. Oh my god,
he does. But that's part of the reason I love him.
That's true.
We've been there. Last time he ran his mouth, we stepped in the ring with him. I believe it was Civic Center. Holy cow.
Yeah.
We stepped in the ring with Premier, all three of them. Civic Center walked out victorious because they ran their mouths and couldn't back it up.
Oh, who was your partner in that one? You guys had three guys in there.
My brosif, Joseph.
Yeah, who else was your partner? That was a 3-on-3.
He must not have been significant because I don't.
Last I checked, his name was Billy Gunn.
Oh, that was right. Yep, that was it.
Don't you still have heat with Billy Gunn, Minderz?
We will not talk about that because it might have been my own fault. So if it's my own fault, we're not going to talk about that. Somehow I missed the meet and greet, so it was a mess. So yeah.
Well, she didn't get to meet or greet him.
I didn't get to meet or greet him. So
Billy Gunn was a cool guy. He was really cool. We had history with Billy Gunn probably a year prior to that. Joey and I actually wrestled Billy Gunn and Congo Kong in Indiana.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That's a big boy, Congo Kong.
Yeah, you can imagine how that ended for us. But so we had history with Billy Gunn. It's actually a great story. I wish I could tell it. It's for another day.
One of these days, we're going to have just a regular show where every wrestler can come in and tell us all their stories. And we'll have like see, I'm always lying, apparently. Whatever. But we need to have like a Tales of the Territories type.
I agree.
Sit down. I think it would be fun.
I think that gives you a lot of views because there's a lot of stories I'd like to tell, but
yeah,
there's a lot of stories I could think of that you would have. I'm sure Joey's got a ton of stories.
We've been around.
Let's have a Lowlifes sit around and y'all just talk shop.
That'd be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. It cannot be 0-1 based because 0-1 we're business. If we're talking 0-1, we're talking business. But if we just want to talk shop somewhere else,
hey, wait, our other podcast is just called Jumping the Rail. So
there you go. Have us on.
See, there you go.
Yeah. The story.
I could write a tell-all pamphlet. He says.
Got some fun stories with JP as well many years ago, but
I'm sure
got some fun stories with him. Yeah.
Well, Mark, what more matches do we have coming up on WarGames before we completely jump the rail like we did last night?
Well, we've got our.
Did you guys pick? Did you pick Premier? Right? Who did you pick for the tag match?
We didn't make a pick.
Yeah.
We didn't make picks.
Honestly,
I'm going Country Air. I don't know how you bet against Country Air right now. They're just been on fire since they won the belts.
I don't like the taste that's about to come out of my mouth, but I'm going to choose Country Air.
How am I the odd man out in all of these tonight? Because I'm going with the Premier.
Your pick isn't bad. It's not a bad pick.
With all these matches, there aren't wrong picks here. It's just
no, there really isn't. No, I'm perfectly happy with either way, but except for the WarGames match.
I've kept an eye on the tag division a little bit over the last year, and Country Air they're a force right now. They are. They are running hard. They are running hard.
They've been winning gold all over the place too, in multiple promotions too. Not unlike your buddy Joey. Joey 2 belts now after this past.
Yeah, we hear Joey 2 belts happen this weekend. So.
Yes, sir. Let's make it Joey 3 belts, Joey 4 belts. Let's make it Joey 5 belts by what do you say, winner? What do you say, winner? We've got several things coming up on the horizon where.
Let's keep winning. Recreate the Ultimo Dragon pose with the 9 titles.
All right, Mark. What's our next match?
Well, unfortunately, for some reason, I don't have the graphic for this one, but it's the one I know you're dreading, Minderz, and that's the 4-way ladder match. Jimmy Carrot, Sabin Gage, Devontae Knox, and B.A. Malkin.
Bitch ass Malkin.
Oh, be nice. JP.
Oh, whoops.
That's so wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody's got jokes today, Jordan.
What's that?
Everybody's got jokes today.
I'm a popular guy.
It seems to be.
All right,
let's talk ladder match.
I do know that the winner of the ladder match, they receive a cash-in briefcase. I do know that much. I've seen that. I've actually seen the briefcase. Yeah.
We were wondering what the stakes were for the ladder match. So
cash in at any time briefcase. I saw it. I literally saw it last night. I saw a picture of it. I don't know if it's surfaced online, but I saw a picture of it last night. I don't have a clue.
Title of their choice or just the?
I guess so. Title? Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. Any title they want.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, interesting dynamic because you can go. I mean, you should probably try to go for the heavyweight championship because it generates the most money, but you're going to fail if you do that. But you can also go for the junior, the shining, maybe the tag titles. I mean, you can go anywhere with it. So.
Yeah. I mean, heck, BA's already got the TNT title, so he could get another one if you wanted to.
We have a friend in the chat, Mark.
Oh, look at that. Winner gets a Jimmy Carrot from his undisclosed location has chimed in here. He's not wrong. It's really hard to bet against Jimmy Carrot in these kind of matches.
You're right. You are right.
He's nuts.
He is nuts. And if you're going to beat him, you kind of got to kill him type of deal.
Don't remind me. I saw
this. Do we remember the last ladder match?
Shut up, Jordan. That match about broke my heart completely.
Carrot was my choice for that ladder match as well. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know now. Carrot is my choice for the ladder match this Saturday. Yep. You got to kill him.
Dropped that at you, by the way.
Nope.
I was going to announce it this Thursday.
and Carrot threw in another comment there.
And my spine. Yeah.
And
I was not there for that match, but I watched it in hindsight on YouTube. And yeah, it's hard to watch.
I could be speaking out of turn. This could be wrong information, but I think that it was put on. I think that clip was put on like TikTok or something. Something I don't have. Something I don't watch. But
4 million views.
I was about to say I knew it was in the 100,000s. I didn't know if it made it to the millions. Okay, there you go.
4 million.
That's crazy.
Wild. That's wild.
Yes.
Yeah. It was okay. Let's talk shop for just a minute. That's one of the matches I was literally standing right behind the curtain watching, and I don't do that ever. I don't watch matches from behind the curtain, but that one, couldn't even tell you what I was doing that night. It was obviously the 3-on-3 match. I don't know if we had already wrestled or we were going to wrestle.
You had already wrestled.
Had we? I say point was, it didn't really matter because my eyes were glued on that match. It was when you saw the tables start getting stacked, and then the ladders come out, you knew it was only going to end bad.
Sure did.
And look at him. He went through that disaster, and he is still running hard. He is still Death Wish. My guess is Carrot. Okay. Somebody's got to kill him by looking at everybody in the match. I don't.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to pick my buddy BA, I think I gotta go Jimmy on this one because I predicted BA beating CMC for that TNT championship.
Really?
But,
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. And I was happy to be there to see it happen. But yeah, I gotta go Jimmy on this one. And I hate to tell you, I think if he does get that briefcase, you might want to kind of have your head on a swivel because I got to think he's going to go after Joey because it's
be foolish of him. It'd be foolish of him, that's for sure. But I wouldn't go on record and say that Carrot's a very smart guy. So
yeah,
ooh,
he's that dangerous kind of smart too.
He's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Oh, we got a question. How was Joey after he got yeeted from Camaro last month? Now I'm old. I don't know what yeeted means. Is that when he got tossed out of the ring?
Yes.
Okay.
Thrown at a very far distance.
It was an impressive distance, to be honest with you.
It was.
That hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. That hurt. Joey's fine. Obviously, Joey's fine. You can't. Camaro, all that muscle and all that strength, but maybe lacking. I don't want to say brains, intelligence. I don't know. He wanted to go out there 5-on-1 and just, I guess he had little Marvin and Kyle Piper come out and help out CMC, but we're still the numbers on our side.
That's what surprised me because, Kenway, Soup, and Bishop were all right there, but they didn't make it out to give him a hand when you guys were, I don't want to say interjecting yourselves, but, just kind of getting the lay of the land there.
It seems like Camaro and the Premier Boys might not be on the same page right now.
I'm wondering.
I'm gathering that a little bit, and I hate the fact. Yeah, I saw that. Jimmy Carrot's like the team. Yeah.
You can't. I don't know how to. Yeah.
And then Rob
coming back.
Rob wanted to know how he felt when he got yeeted over the commentary table onto Lander.
Well, I think Lander helped him out because, kind of broke his fall a little bit.
Yeah.
Lander picked up the ladder when Jimmy went through the tables last time.
He did. Yeah, he's the man that tilted the ladder when
that's true.
Garrett was on the top. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to go with, I'm going to have my pick now for the ladder match. Anybody going to be shocked by this one? How about Jimmy Carrot?
No.
Yep.
Although, the only thing I'm concerned about is I know he wants to kill B.A. Malkin.
That could be a problem.
And that could be a problem.
Yep. Where are your priorities? Are they at the top of the ladder with the dangling briefcase, or are they with the Punk that caused you a very important match?
Yeah.
Where,
I can do both. Okay. All right. That's fine by me. That's
easier said than done. Let's hope that Let's hope he stays motivated to climb the ladder and forgets about the kid. But
I just hope he stays in one piece.
I just want him to stay in one piece.
No kidding. Yeah.
I would like for all of them to stay in one piece.
Well, yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody getting hurt, like super, super hurt. But
yeah, I mean, unless we're the ones hurting them, I don't want anybody hurt. Like, I want everybody to walk away fine. Everybody gets a decent little payday, gets their, their 5 minutes of fame. I want everybody to walk away. Feed them to us, so we'll hurt them. Save it.
He is kind of quick. Yeah. That's
Casey Jackson back into get you a man that can do both.
Okay.
That's words of wisdom right there.
What other matches do we have?
The only other one I've got is WarGames, Jordan. So, you got any final thoughts for that one before?
I think I said it all. I think I said it all. I would not doubt us.
Oh boy.
That might be another one that's maybe on the radar. Maybe there's somebody to keep an eye on. He's not a threat by any means. Not worried about Jimmy Garrett, but probably need to keep an eye on him. Yeah. Again, like you got to kill him.
Bringing up the past. Come on, we've discussed this. It was luck.
We already talked about this one.
You did the kid a favor. It's
Yeah. He caught me sleeping. It was so easy the month before that he caught me sleeping. That's
right.
It will never happen again. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
It will never happen again.
So, I'm not going to ask you your strategy because I'm not an idiot, and I know you're keeping things close to the vest. But I got to imagine you.
I'll tell it to you. Win.
I was going to say it's not going to be difficult. It's just going to be win.
They've got these guys that 4,000 pounds of horse whatever and quad guys and young future dudes. They've got great cheerleaders, and then they've got Kyle Pfeiffer's. We are a unit. We are one team. It's been proven for the last year, 2 years. We are one team. There is no I in team. If we make sure that we win, the numbers have always been on our side. They're trying to even the numbers up, and it's not going to matter. The strategy is to win. We have 5 minds working together against a bunch of guys that just want to be stars, single stars, as a matter of fact. So there it is. There's the strategy. Yeah.
So just real quick, put you on the spot. If you don't want to answer, that's fine. Who's kicking off for you? Who's going to be the first man in the cage?
I would not be surprised. Do you remember, I'm going to detour real quick. I'll come right back. Do you remember, do you happen to remember the order for the last WarGames we had in Noble? Does anybody happen to remember who started it out?
Off the top of my head, I don't remember.
Didn't you?
It's been a while since I've seen it.
I would say Jordan did.
It was me.
It
was me.
Taking that Arn Anderson spot,
Started it out and we won.
Yeah, you won.
You won, right?
You did win.
Yeah. And you had the Lander on that team, if I remember right.
Nope.
We did not.
Lander was not on that team.
Was he not? I thought he did double duty that night.
Nope.
And jumped in.
Nope.
It's been a long time since I've seen that match.
Justin Kyle.
Yeah. Blue.
Sky Blue, I remember.
And War Pony.
Yeah. Warhorse on the other team.
Warhorse is on your team.
Yeah. That's a disadvantage. I'm not going to discredit Warhorse. I'm not going to discredit his skill set. He knows what it's like to be in WarGames. That's a disadvantage for us. I'm not going to lie. Facts. That's a disadvantage for us, big time.
Yeah.
Rob, yes, Justin Kyle did double duty that night.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah.
But yeah, now the thing is, Warhorse is the only one on the 0-1 team that's ever been in WarGames.
Right.
So that's got to be, they got to be leaning on him quite a bit, at least for some information on that one. Whereas you guys, yourself and Joey, obviously, from the last time. So you got, I think that'll give you a pretty good edge, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, but see, Tony laid under the ring at the last WarGames match.
Yeah, old goofy little Marvin and my boy Tony G, they weren't actually in the match, but they inserted themselves into the match, and they found their way out of the match rather quickly.
Kind of forcibly, yeah.
Yeah. They were stomped through the cracks in between the two rings that was like this wide. So
Yeah. Now Marvin,
Sure.
I can see Marvin going through the cracks between. Tony's kind of a big guy. It's kind of surprising that he went through like that when he did. But
I'll since I detoured away, I'm going to detour back. I started it last time. We were very successful. I don't have a problem starting the match again this time, but I think, and don't quote me, but I think where we're standing right now is the champ might start the match.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
He might.
Hmm.
He's not scared of anyone. There's no one he's scared of.
Sure.
I'm not going to underhype Joey. I'm not going to overhype Joey. He's a fighting champion. He's not scared of anyone. He will step into the ring with anyone at any time. He's not worried about it. It's an hour-long match, I guess, if you start there first, but he can handle it. I promise you, he can handle it.
Now, we've said several times on the show, not just when he's on, Marvin doesn't know how to stay down when he gets a beating laid on him a little bit. Is there a part of you that hopes that he's the one starting the match for his team?
Absolutely. If everybody could get their hands on him for 5 minutes at a time and just destroy that little cockroach, I am so ready to see him disappear. I know I've told you guys this before. He's like that gum that you spit out to the wayside and then you accidentally step on it and it's just stuck to the bottom of your shoe and won't go away. That's what he's been for us. We tossed him and then he just has not. He got stuck under our heels and he won't go away. We are finally going to pick that little maggot off and get rid of him this weekend. Finally. I am so happy. I think it'd be the biggest mistake of his life if he started first, but he's an egomaniac, so I could see him starting first. Yeah, he's an egomaniac.
I've heard Marvin called a lot of things. I never heard him called an egomaniac before.
Oh, man. Do you ever listen to him? Do you listen to him on your podcast? How well he puts himself over and how much he is great and everything he's done and everything he'd like to do and he's an egomaniac.
Well, I'll say this: ever since he won that heavyweight title, his confidence has definitely gotten up there. Despite what was it, 3 minutes that he had it. But
it's we are unfortunately never going to be able to take away the fact that Marvin won a heavyweight title. We can't take that from him. We can never, no matter how he did it, we can't take that stat from him, right?
Yeah. That's true.
It's as far as he'll ever go. That's it. He'll never make it any further than that. It'll never even happen again.
Now, if I remember right, that was the plan regardless who was going to win that match, right? For Joey to cash in the briefcase?
Yeah, of course, Marvin just happened to stick his nose where it didn't belong and got stuck in there. Yeah, that was the plan all along. We had been working on it for about 6 months, and it was the time we decided to do it. Of course, it couldn't have been a better timing. As soon as it was going to happen that night, no matter what. Obviously, if Lander would have won, we'd have probably had to work a little bit harder to take that title. If Analog would have won, we probably would have had to work a little bit harder to take that title. As soon as we saw Marvin win.
Why do I feel the Cheshire Cat smile coming across Jordan's face?
I'm picturing Vince McMahon at WrestleMania when he peeped up over the ring apron.
Oh, man.
That shot when he looked like...
I've never been so happy in my entire wrestling life. When we saw him win, we were standing there by the monitor. There was 4 of us standing there. We're literally ready to go out. We had discussed what we were going to do, and then we see him win. We're like, let's just throw all those plans out the window and just go out there and beat him in 10 seconds and take the title. And
still one of the biggest pops in 0-1. It was this year anyway.
It was loud that when
it was
when
loud
he won.
That night. When Marvin won.
And then it was so quiet.
Man, these accolades and stats that Marvin has allowed us pop the heavyweight champion.
But here's the thing,
your stomach a little bit.
Marvin's been around you guys for a while.
It's unfortunate. Yeah.
And he says he thinks he knows your tricks. So
he knows
I
your
don't
tricks.
know.
It was kind of like the trick he pulled on you guys at the last show.
Yeah, he's been reading out of somebody's playbook, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
all right. I will never compliment Marvin again in my life after this.
Okay.
He's an idiot.
That was a compliment.
but He's a smart idiot. He doesn't know when to stay down. The man can take a beating. He's easy to beat. That's for sure. He's really easy to beat, but he doesn't stay down. Let's be honest here. He's learned from the best, has he not? He's learned from the greatest, has he not? Yeah. Probably took a few pages out of the rule book. My compliment is he's an idiot. He's a smart idiot. It won't make any difference Saturday, but he's got a lot of heart, right, guys? A lot of heart.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
Well, heart only gets you so far.
Yeah. Plus, I hate his entrance music with the Fire of 1,000 Suns, but it kind of sums him up,
doesn't it?
Oh, hey, here you go, Jordan. If you need someone to beat Marvin down again, I know a guy. Casey Jackson's putting that.
God, that was beautiful, wasn't it? Yeah. I was watching. Hey, buddy. Hey, Casey, how you doing? I was watching, man. When I saw it, I heard rumblings in the back that you showed up that day and you walked in the building. I think it was Casey and Jared Allen. They showed up, right? They were unsigned agents, and
right.
Cool. I heard you were there, so I was watching. Matter of fact, we went out to the ring and we wrestled Marvin to some degree. I saw Casey standing there, gave him the wave, and how you doing, buddy? Left, and what he did next was amazing. Amazing. Beat the piss out of Marvin, hit him with that big slam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuned up Kyle a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
But,
Casey Jackson's been around a long time. He's a threat. I know he's a threat.
I hadn't really seen much of him until the last show in Mattoon, and he impressed the hell out of me. So I'm curious to see what else he's got going. Yeah, you never know. Maybe he's gonna want to take a shot at Joey. You never know. Maybe
he's a smart guy though, so he won't do that. He's a smart guy. He won't do that.
So what's gonna happen when Jared Allen wants to go after Joey?
He's on the radar.
Minderz has a bad habit. She keeps trying to get in Dallas's head, tell him that he needs to eventually.
I did that once.
Take a shot.
How I haven't stayed in his head about that, because he told me he wouldn't do it because it's his buddy. So I gave up on it, but I'm still waiting for Dallas.
She tries to stir shit up all the time, Jordan. I'm just telling you.
Let's talk. I'm gonna grab something to blow my nose, but let's talk about Jared Allen real quick. Have you guys been watching what he's doing?
I have been. I've been watching Jared Allen for a long time.
Sure. All right.
Hey, we got. Did you see? Did you see Rob Leach's comment there about as much of a pain in the ass as B has been on Thursdays? He's not going to leave Jimmy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one kind of got skipped over, and I was like, oh. Yeah. I could see BA being a pain in the ass. He's already a pain in mine, so.
It's a valid point, Robert. Good job, buddy. Go away.
All right.
He said it a while ago. Leave him alone.
Yeah. All right, Jared Allen, Jordan, what's on your mind?
Jared Allen. Are you watching what this guy's doing?
Oh, yeah.
I've been watching what this guy's done for a while.
I haven't. I've wrestled Jared Allen when he was formerly known as a clown.
Yep.
Hate clowns.
Me too. It didn't mean anything to me. I'm pretty sure he had a run with 0-1 for a couple of years. Maybe, I don't know. He was that relevant.
He did.
Now that he's back, he's only been back a few months, and I know that he made an impact. I know that he has wrestled the Mad Dog, and I know that he apparently has his sights set on Connolly right now, which is nuts. The 3 months that we have seen Jared Allen, I feel like he has done more and made more of a name for himself than the entire however many years run he had with 0 run a few years ago. It seems like he's a completely different person. He's on the radar. Not gonna lie.
I'm kind of glad he's a different person, honestly.
I agree with you. Anybody that shows up and goes after Mad Dog,
a little crazy to begin with.
Yeah, you got to wonder a little bit.
Did you guys see Jared hurl those steps into the ring?
Oh yeah.
It takes like 2 people to move those things. They're heavy. I've moved them before. Like, hey, let's use these, and I go to move them. Like, let's not use these. Let's not there too.
Yeah,
that's a big dude.
That took what 2 or 3 guys to get those steps back out of the ring.
I'm sure it did. Yeah. To put, I haven't really seen anybody. I haven't seen anybody put the Mad Dog down. I've at all. I've barely seen Connolly lose. One guy that comes to mind that at least beat him, it was Lander in one of the bloodiest matches I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was disgusting. But, other than that, which is why we got Lander on our team, other than that, I really haven't seen anybody put the Mad Dog down. I know that Jared didn't beat him, but they had a double count out, if I remember correctly. Nobody won, and then
nobody won.
And then Jared showed up last month to let Mad Dog know that, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah,
that was brutal. Left him laying. Put the steps over his head and smashed him with a chair. That was brutal.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Those loud noises anymore with the chairs hitting different things. I'm just like, man, those ears gotta hurt.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like Jacques with the trash can in the shopping cart at the in the match with Jimmy.
Hitting Jacques with the trash can in the shopping cart. Good
that was brutal. That was brutal.
Well, yeah, just something to sum up. Mad Dog. I mean, he beat Camaro clean in a dog collar match, which is really saying something.
Yeah, I agree. He's a lunatic. It seems like he's changing too. What used to be, he's still a lunatic. Don't get me wrong, but it seems like everybody enjoys the lunatic now. When I think everybody used to fear the lunatic, now everybody wants to. I think everybody enjoys it.
The best part was, Mark, the first time you came to a 0-1 show, when I talked you into coming to a 0-1 show, first thing I said to Mark, Conley's on this, and he was right by the entryway.
I was literally the first chair once you go through the curtain.
Once you go through the curtain. I looked at him, I said, you might want to move when Conley comes out. And he was like, why? I said, because he swings a chain around.
The chain comes out before Connolly does, usually.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And he's like, okay, and lo and behold, first
match
through the curtain. Here comes Conley.
This isn't something that we talk about too often, and thank God Connolly has gone his own way and done his own thing. I saw Joey take a chair and smash Connolly directly in the forehead, and he stood there.
Yeah,
and just stared at him.
Yeah.
After he did it, took a few more chair shots to put him down, but that was one of the most intimidating moments I've ever felt inside of a ring. I'm like, thank God I didn't hit him. Sorry, Joey.
Yeah. Now, if I remember, that wasn't your chair though. It might have been different if it was your chair though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was wild. That's another guy on the radar. I'm not gonna lie to you. Another guy on the radar. Hopefully he continues doing what he's doing.
It's funny how Jordan has all these guys on the radar, but Joey didn't seem worried. He doesn't think anybody's good enough.
They're not.
I'm not gonna. I can't agree with it. Sorry.
It is my job to watch Joey's back, check out everything coming. It's Joey's job to win. I think we're doing a good job.
Yeah, so far.
I would hate to see the Lowlifes go up against Mad Dog and Christian. That's kind of a random pairing, but a Mad Dog and a Coyote. I guess it makes sense.
I will say though, after Theo White and Conley's match, I was impressed with Mr. Theo White.
I haven't seen a whole lot of Theo White.
He held his own.
I saw Theo spear. If Connolly would have been wearing shoes, it would have speared him right out of his shoes. That's for sure. Good Lord.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen enough of Theo to have much of an opinion, but if that was my first time seeing him, I was like,
yeah. Well, he's down to Edgewood a lot. So, and when I wasn't laid up with a broken foot, I was at Edgewood a lot. So I saw a lot of what Theo did. And a couple weeks ago, he had a really impressive match, and I have the Patreon too. So gotcha. I get to keep caught up on all this stuff.
Hey, to stand toe to toe with Connolly, that's impressive in itself.
It is.
I'm not going to take anything away from him. I'm not going to.
No.
As long as he stays in his own lane, we'll be fine.
As long as he doesn't come after Joey.
Right. I don't know why anybody would want to do that at this point, but.
Well, that's why you got Dallas, kind of trying to be the gatekeeper a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not wishing that on Dallas. I don't want. No, I'm not doing that.
That'd be
No.
that'd be a hoss fight, Minderz. You know how I
Dallas
feel
is
about
my
my hoss
buddy. I
fights.
don't wish that on anybody. Anybody in the ring with Conley. No.
I think it's about time for everybody to see what Dallas is capable of on a Saturday, don't you think?
I do.
I think so.
I do.
I think it's about time.
I think so, definitely.
I think it's going to happen. Hopefully,
And
it'll
he's
happen
gonna
this
get his.
Saturday, but we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't talked to Dallas. How's he feeling? Not only is this going to be his first match on a big show, it's going to be his first main event too. So I got to imagine butterflies might be fluttering a little bit.
I don't think so.
No, I doubt it.
No.
We're pretty locked in. You know, when you asked earlier what the strategy is, I'm not going to tell you the strategy. It's win, right?
Of course not. Right.
When we've talked about what the strategy is, we know our roles. We're a unit. We're a team. We know what our rules are.
Mm-hmm.
This is not our first rodeo. You already heard me say this. Butterflies come when you are not prepared. Butterflies come when you are incompetent. We're zoned in. We are ready to go.
So
we know.
So what you're saying is CMC is going to have butterflies?
Absolutely. Kid probably has butterflies.
Knock it off. Leave him alone. It's my prodigy.
Butterflies the size of bats.
Reb knows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Jordan,
I know y'all question my likings. Yeah, I get it.
So we've kept you for over an hour, Jordan, and we appreciate the time. I know you got a lot ahead of you for the rest of the week. Before we let you go, is there anything else you want to throw out there to everybody watching before Saturday?
Yeah, no, not really. I'm excited we didn't really talk about, what's his name? Devon Dudley.
Oh, we will hear a little bit.
Gotcha. Yep. I'm gonna leave it to you guys. As far as we're concerned, no, I don't really have an ending comment. I think I've said everything I need to say.
Yeah.
We're fine. We'll be fine. I am not going to take 0-1 and throw them under the bus, Team 0-1, and throw them under the bus and say they're a bunch of losers, except for Marvin. They're a threat. Yeah. They are definitely a threat. Let's be honest, right? They're a threat. There's some big guys. The future, the past, the current, the cheerleader. They're a threat, but we'll be fine. We don't have to be the strongest. We don't have to be the biggest. We don't have to be the toughest. We have to have a strategy, and honestly, we just have to survive, which we've done before. We always survive. At the end of the night, look how it always ends. Lowlifes up.
Yeah.
Saturday won't be any different.
Yeah.
All right. We shall see come WarGames.
If you are betting against the Lowlifes, you are betting in the wrong. I promise you.
Okay.
Simple as that.
All right.
I think that sums up pretty nicely.
You'll see us Saturday.
We'll be there Saturday, Jordan. And thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit.
You gonna be wearing your black and gold?
No.
I'm on the fence.
Well,
I'm not sure.
I will be wearing black and gold, but it's not your black and gold.
Of course.
It's the Jimmy black and gold, but I haven't decided. I got to go through all the T-shirts and see what's gonna happen. I might even go Arn Anderson for this WarGames match. I don't know.
Can I wear this one?
Oh, come on.
Goodness.
I just hope that CMC is not wearing that out there into the cage, because that's slander. So
that would be great, actually.
Reb, I will rip it off for you, buddy, and I'll throw it to you if he is. How's that sound?
I'll put it right up here behind me, and I'll hang it up there in a place of glory if you do that.
Deal.
All right.
All right, Jordan. Thanks for joining us.
Guys, I will see you Saturday.
Yes, we will see you Saturday.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Well, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I didn't. Most of our interviews go 25, maybe 30 minutes.
I wasn't going to stop him. That was great.
No, heck no. We got a solid hour plus out of Jordan Perry, and that was great. It was good getting his insights on the other matches too, not just the main event. A lot of confidence, but you expect that from Jordan.
Yeah. So why don't we jump? I know we just went through all WarGames, so let's jump to what's going on tomorrow night
Let's
because
talk about tomorrow night
with
because we got Thursday Night Throwdown.
somebody's
And,
going to be there.
Yeah, well, why don't we save that for last after we go through the matches?
Well, it was announced. Rob announced it last week, so.
Oh, did he? Oh,
last Thursday.
In that case, let's do it first then.
Okay.
So, we talked about him a little bit, Minderz. Even though some people call him by a different name.
We've had Hot Rod and Ford Fiesta. So right. Yes.
But we call him the Quad Father, and Camaro is going to be there tomorrow night in Edgewood. We don't know who he's facing yet.
But I believe didn't Theo White call him out?
I know Theo put down the challenge, but I don't know if it's been accepted yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
But Camaro's coming. I guess he's coming to check out the goods in Edgewood, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Maybe Joey should be a little concerned.
Maybe he wants a little tune-up before WarGames. Maybe he's there to watch CMC's back before WarGames, because
that would be nice.
You know, the Lowlifes tend to try to get the jump on old. Well, I'm just gonna say Chubby Man-Child, as Dallas Preacher calls him.
Yeah, you better say as Dallas Preacher calls him.
I'm not one to talk really. I'm kind of a chubby fellow myself, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, let's run through the matches we got.
Let's run through the matches, because we got to get to Dynamite, so we got to get done.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it. Go for it.
All right, so IP Mason versus the Glitch. I don't know much about IP Mason, so I know he's got a little heat.
So you would probably like him.
Oh, come on. I am a judge of character, and I'll have to see. Maybe I will. You never know. Maybe I'll see. Maybe he'll make sense to me.
I'm sure he probably will. Yeah, the Glitch is in the chat, so he's saying that IP better be ready.
Yeah. I keep saying the Glitch is due. I mean,
he is.
I don't know enough about IP to make a qualified judgment of his work, but
I'm going to go with the Glitch, but I have a feeling IP's he's a bit of an opportunist, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. I got you. Well, yeah. I'm pulling for the Glitch. I want to see Glitch get in the win column tomorrow. So we'll have to see what happens there.
Especially before WarGames when he goes in that War Rumble.
Yeah, he's in the War Rumble. You're right. Mm-hmm. So a little momentum is always helpful when you're going in there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next match we've got. There we go. Oh, it's a promo battle. 5-star Jesse J versus ATM. So I'm not sure what that means exactly. I'm sure it'll break down.
Probably has something to do with the knee of ATM. Because 5-star Jesse J. God, that tastes terrible coming out of my mouth. Kind of took a chair to ATM's knee. And there was
that's never fun.
I know it was a no disqualification match, but still think that might be the reason for our promo battle.
Maybe giving ATM a week to recover a little bit.
Might be. Might be. Cheating hacker. I love it. All right. Next match.
All right. The next match, we've got Derek Fullerton against Jesse Reigns. This could be interesting. It's
Derek's due for a win. I love Jesse. I adore you. You're one of my favorite people down there, but I really like Derek. And Derek's due for a win.
Derek's been slumping a little bit. I know.
Yeah.
He lost last week. Was it Hippie Johnny beat him last week?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say I'm picking Jesse Reigns on this one. I think he's gonna take it.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah. Well, the aforementioned Hippie Johnny is in a tag match. Might as well be a handicap match, taking on DC Black. Look at that. Even in the picture, CMC's hiding behind Hippie Johnny.
Okay. He's not hiding, but okay.
He's trying to blend in.
This is the thing. I'm kind of curious how things are going to work out because after Prelude to WarGames, and they brought this up last week too, down Thursday Night Throwdown. Devontae pinned B.A. Malkin.
Mm-hmm.
So in my opinion, that should mean Devontae should get a chance at the title.
I'm inclined to agree with you on that. I mean, if you pin the champ, I mean, that should put you in line for a title shot. I agree with you.
Yeah.
And it'd be a hell of a match, too.
It would be. It would be.
See if BA can counteract the iron cakes of Devontae Knox.
Well, you know, that Unshan Not Smith.
Oh, Unshan Not Smith.
They keep throwing their 2 cents in, and it's just been a mess.
Well, he's a hands-on attorney, you know,
Yeah.
looking out for the best interest of his clients, you know, so.
Something like that.
Yeah. I hear he's a man of high moral fiber.
Something like that.
I haven't gotten to meet Unchan yet, so.
Oh, you haven't met Unchan. You might get to meet him tomorrow night.
I may, yeah.
Aren't you going down?
I'm gonna be there, yeah, I'm going.
Broke the glasses off his face.
Oh, gee.
No, Devontae.
Oh, Devontae, indeed. All
right, so who's your pick? You didn't say a pick.
I know CMC's gonna pull every dirty trick in the book, try to win this. I'm just for tag team cohesion, I'm picking DC Black.
And as much as I hate to admit it, I'm gonna go with DC Black, even though CMC's my buddy. He's my friend, he's my prodigy. But yeah, I'm gonna go with DC Black just because I haven't seen CMC and Hippie Johnny tag together at all. So there's a lot to be said about having a tag team partner that you've worked with forever.
Is CMC gonna have matching red leather pants tomorrow?
I hope not.
I know. I don't know if that's a visual I can unsee. But I digress. All right, what's next here?
Ooh.
Oh, I think this is gonna be match of the night. I'm just calling it now. Jacques Kennedy and Eli Wilder.
It very well could be.
And,
although I have a feeling, Eli might pull that off because I think Jacques is a little. I
think they're preoccupied with Cameron Saturn.
Yeah, I think they're preoccupied with Cameron Saturn because last week I got a chance to watch Patreon. I know you haven't had a chance to watch.
I haven't had a chance yet.
But Jacques kept calling for "Where's Cameron" through the entire match.
Oh, he's in his head, in their head.
In their head, very much so in their head. So, like I said, and then come WarGames, I think Cameron, yeah, I
think that's gonna be a hell of a match, regardless who wins.
I do too. I think it's gonna be a really good match. Is that all? That's not all.
We didn't pick a winner yet for that one though. Jacques or Eli?
I'm going with Eli. It's not for the title, so I'm going to go with Eli.
I'm gonna stick with Jacques. I think Jacques gonna take it. But like I said, I think it's gonna be a bump. It's gonna blow those big overhead doors off the 01 Dojo in Edgewood.
Yeah,
so I'll enjoy it regardless.
I'm so freaking bummed I'm missing it.
Yeah. I'll have fun for you.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
It'll be nice. I'll have room to stretch out a little bit,
Yeah,
we'll miss you.
Yeah. No, you won't.
Oh, come on. You're my buddy.
Everybody else might. You won't.
Oh, I'm sure everybody's going to ask me, where's Minderz? How's Minderz doing? How's her foot?
How's her foot?
Maybe I'll FaceTime you from the arena so you can say hello to everybody.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Okay. All right. Johnny Banks and Isaiah Johnson versus the O'Neills. I don't know Isaiah Johnson, so I'm going to assume these are all Forge guys.
Probably. I think I might have seen Isaiah Johnson before.
Looks like he's put together.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think he might have been there one time when you weren't there. I think.
Okay.
Maybe. I could be wrong. I'm going to go with Banks and Johnson.
Ooh, interesting.
I am.
They're
more heel. Well, Banks is more heelish than the O'Neills are. So I'm gonna
True.
go back to my I love heels.
I'm gonna pick the O'Neills. Number one, they've got some momentum. They just had a title shot not too long ago. Plus, it's the tag team chemistry. They're more
I get
experienced
it.
as a team.
I get it. Totally understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to see if I missed anything because I didn't see anything for our buddy DLC for
I didn't.
tomorrow.
I'll double check too while you're looking.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything from your favorite champion, B.A. Malkin.
Yeah, BA's not on the. Well, I think BA deserves a couple days to relax and prepare before the big ladder match
No, he
on
doesn't.
Saturday.
No,
Why?
he doesn't. No.
Are you holding a
If you're a
grudge?
champion, then you need to represent your belt all the time.
Well, maybe he'll be there and he'll make an appearance and wave to his public and all that good stuff. But
Will you trip him for me?
No. Why would I do that?
Please?
Minderz, you're better than that.
No, I'm not. Yeah, that's all. I think that's all we got.
I've got a feeling you're going to bring a frying pan with you on Saturday, and
the crutches are coming with me.
Well, now just keep in mind those are also going to be your conveyance back to your car. So you can't get too cute with those.
I'll be fine. Oh shoot! Yeah, you can't take me anywhere, Mark.
No, I can't. All right.
Cat isn't on there anywhere.
No, I didn't see her. No.
Huh.
And no angler.
Maybe there'll be some surprises.
Yeah, the angler's not on there. No Dallas for a match tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he might.
But he might be preparing.
Yeah.
So we know he's been.
Now, Jordan can be as cocky as he wants to be, but yeah, I think they're a little more nervous than they're letting on.
Yeah.
No. I say no. Please no.
How did I know you were going to say that?
For our listeners who aren't watching the video feed, this comment says 01 should have their own version of the 24/7 title. No one needs their own version of the 24/7 title.
That played its course, Beck.
Now I wouldn't hate.
It needed to.
No, I wouldn't hate a Thursday Night Throwdown tag team title.
No, I wouldn't either.
But I think they've got a good number of belts in 01
yeah,
to work
I think
with.
they got a good amount. I don't think we need too many more.
No.
Not right now, anyway. Maybe later.
Not right now. Maybe later, yeah. All right. Well, Minderz, we got something else we got to get into. I know we're way over our usual time, but something worth mentioning. On June 24th, at the dojo, same place I do Thursday Night Throwdown, they're doing Saturday Night Explosion. I guess it's a big thing in Edgewood every year. They're doing fireworks, they're doing a parade, and then they're going to throw in a wrestling show. It's free, yeah.
It's free.
So it's hopefully it'll be a nice day out. Come check out the parade. Then
where are you seeing this parade? Show. I'm just seeing live pro wrestling.
I heard that somebody posted that in the post with the picture when I saw it.
Gotcha. Okay.
But then after the wrestling show, stick around. You'll see fireworks. So it should be a fun day.
Depending on who's in the matches, you might see fireworks too.
That's a good plug, Minderz. That's a good sound bite.
See?
Yeah.
I have those on occasion.
True.
Hey, how about you pay the bills?
Let's pay the bills. Hey, real quick, also before we do that,
yes.
Let's get into Devon a little bit before Saturday, just as a reminder. There you see, he's going to be there 5:30 to 7. There'll be a meet and greet with Devon before the showtime, and then
I caught that before showtime. Yeah. All right, I'm
before
good.
Showtime. Yeah,
got it.
And then also they will be offering a photo op after the show, not before the show, to get a picture taken inside the cage, which is cool for like $20 or 30 for
if
groups.
It's group up to 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, if we can get my little gimpy butt in there somehow,
we'll make it happen. I've been told Dallas has offered to get you out of the cage and in the cage.
He offered to yeet me in. I really don't want to get yeeted into the ring.
That doesn't sound fun to be yeeted.
No, I don't want to be yeeted.
No. And then
But
also, and like we said last week, they announced the first match for the June 17th show for Mattoon, and the name is escaping me because I don't see it on the thing here. Uh,
huh?
they
Shaza
the
and
name,
Sierra?
well, no, the name of the show. I mean, it's
Oh, Fallout.
Fallout. Thank you. But yeah, Shaza McKenzie and Sierra. So they'll be going. That's the first official match for that show. So,
I'm sure we'll catch a lot of what those matches are going to be after, like
oh,
during
definitely,
WarGames. Yeah, we'll have a
absolutely,
pretty
yeah,
good idea.
yeah. Well, we saw Shaz at the Square Circle Expo on the Black Label Pro show, teaming up with
I've
Davey Vega.
Yeah, I've seen Shaza at 01 before. I
Okay.
think, but I think that was when she came out in all pink.
She was a
And
bubbly baby face.
yeah.
I know that doesn't do it for you.
No, sure doesn't. Cat, I would say High Voltage Cat's probably the most bubbly face that I enjoy.
True.
So, yeah, there's
I
that.
I always like baby faces with lightning bolts, though.
Yeah,
Going back to my
exactly.
Tito Santana fandom.
Exactly.
All right, well, Minders, let's pay the bills before we get out of here.
Let's do that.
Jumping the Rail Podcast Network merchandise, ProWrestlingTees.com/JTR Pod is one option you have. Uh, Mainly for t-shirts, for not only for this show, but for the Jumping the Rail podcast, our flagship show on the network. You can get the Get Your Shit and Move
I
shirt,
still need to
which
get that one. I want
so do
that one
I.
so bad.
I think we may need to sell this shirt at the 01 shows instead of a little gimmick table.
No, all right, that works for me if David
Because
will let
there's
us.
some people that don't take our advice during some of these matches. So
No, I can. Well, and then I couldn't at the last show. I was
well,
just a
no.
little
Well,
nervous.
you know what? Maybe we should make a "Watch Out for My Foot" T-shirt.
No, because I don't plan on being this way for long.
All right, then we got the Podigy REB shirt, which
Mm-hmm.
is just stylish, is I think the right word for that one.
No, I want the other. I have the other stylish one.
Yeah,
I've
you
already
already
showed it
showed the
off.
other one. I'm not dignifying the other one with another viewing because you already held it up.
Wait a minute, I can do
Oh.
that. If you're not going to do it, I will. And he still has no idea how it happened, and I still have no idea how it happened.
I swear, Harley, if this was you, then we're gonna have issues.
It's the glitch.
All right. Well, he's more video game glitches, not so much
That's
computer
true.
hacking. So
That's
maybe it's not Harley. Okay. Maybe I'm just getting conspiratorial.
there
All right,
you
and then also the 01 shirts that we have on Pro Wrestling Tees. Dallas is my buddy. You're wearing that one right now, Minderz.
I am.
Big yellow. Name doing name things. Independent Wrestling Matters. The original. I listened to the 01 shootout, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
I love those shirts.
Yeah, that's good stuff. But then also on brainbustertees.com/other/JTR-podcast-network. I'm getting better at saying that every time.
You are.
Starting with our what we'll call the Cobra section
The
from
Cobra
CP
section.
Arts. We got the cool animated logo. Then we also have Giddy Mindy.
I love Giddy Mindy. She's so cute.
Yeah, after Saturday, we may need a cringy Mindy shirt after that ladder match. But,
We might.
yeah.
We very well
then,
might. And I've got her
then we got,
stickers.
oh, yeah.
There's that one.
There you go. Yeah.
There's that one.
Yep, you can get those for I think like $5 each.
Yeah, they're $5.
Yeah. Then you got t-shirts, hoodies, baseball shirts, caps, fanny packs, stickers, all kinds of cool stuff on there for everything on the across the board on for the network for Jumping the Rails, the 01 shootout, all that stuff. So go check that stuff out. Also, don't forget you can get your 01 merch on demand. You get t-shirts, cups, travel cups, water bottles, tumblers.
And there's going to be a ton of that at WarGames.
Oh, I'm sure there is. And then if there's something specific you want, you can hit up David or Rain Victoria for inquiries, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can get something like this.
Yeah, what is that? It's a Dallas Preacher tumbler, Minderz.
It is. I love it.
It's very nice.
I drink out of it almost as much as I drink out of ours and my Jimmy Carrot one. So
I may need to see about getting a Lowlifes one.
I think they already have some of those made up. So
yeah. All right. Then also Patreon. patreon.com/01USA for as low as $5 a month. You can see all the Thursday Night Throwdown stuff. And with each tier, you can get more the Mattoon shows, show tickets, all kinds of cool stuff. So go check that out if you haven't yet.
They just put up Every Rose Has Its Thorn today, I think.
Oh, nice.
So it's up on Patreon.
So if you want to see Christian Rose challenge Joey O'Reilly, then that's where you go to see it. And I think that's all we got.
I think so.
All right. Well, since we've gone over an hour and a half, I think it's time for us to say goodbye, Minderz. You got anything you want to add before Saturday?
I do not. Not at this time. We'll see. Maybe later. Maybe we'll have a few.
Oh, we got insight, which says it was IP Mason, the cheating hacker, that put the. So if that's the case, maybe I don't like IP Mason. But we'll have to see. So yeah, I will see some of you guys in Edgewood tomorrow night at Thursday Night Throwdown. Minderz, you and I will be there on Saturday for WarGames, of course. And so we will see you all there. Come say hey, and you never know. Maybe I'll be getting some videos of some of the fans here for something on the side.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. And oh, should I do my show announcement that I did last night just as a reminder?
Sure.
Okay. Well, first off, I'm gonna confuse people. I'm switching to a different brand here because I don't have my picture on this one.
There we go.
For a second, we are the Jumping the Rail podcast, but
which is basically the same thing plus Gary.
Basically. So our buddy Bari, who always pops in on the comments, you see him at the shows with us. Everybody knows Bari.
Everybody knows Bari.
Well, he and I are getting ready to start a new series on the network, YouTube only. Well, maybe on Facebook too, but it's not going to be dropped as a podcast. Basically, all about championship belts, lineage history, all that kind of stuff. It's called Gold Rush. We don't have a first episode date yet, but keep an eye on all of our social media and everything, and we'll let you know when that's happening. And it's going to be fun because me and Barry are both huge belt nerds, as you know, Minderz.
Huge.
So we get to talk about this stuff, and it's a.
This is one that I don't mind sitting out because you guys are the belt
I like
nerds.
shiny things. I even keep one.
Shiny things.
I keep one here next to me. Here, I got the
your
heavy one.
The heavy.
This is the Ring of Honor tag team title that most recently the Briscoes and FTR were trading back and forth, but it's also like the one from 2004 till like I think 2010.
Yeah.
But it's might be my favorite tag team championship design, so I keep that. But I also have other ones I can swap in and out on this little pedestal here. But I got to find a way to elevate it.
You got to get your 0-1 one.
Yeah, one of these days I'm going to do that. But I need to get something to put on the table to elevate this, so you don't just see the top quarter of it, because these things are too pretty to not be seen.
Yes.
All right. Well, I've filibustered enough about that. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, and it'll be fun. And same deal, you'll be able to put in comments in the thread and all that. But I guess since we got nothing else to talk about, Minderz, let's bid everyone adieu. And that's as fancy as I get. So, like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow in Edgewood. We'll see you all on Saturday in Decatur. It's going to be a hell of a show. Hopefully you guys make it out. I think there's still tickets available.
There's very few third row.
Very few third row. 01USA.com/tickets if you want tickets for it. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be great.
So, yeah, with that said, for Minderz, this is Redman. And I'll just remind you all, life is hard, work stiff. We'll see you. And we'll see you next week. Guests to be determined.
Yes.
See you later.